Hi everyone, it's been a few days. I'm sorry I'm behind. I'm uploading some catch-up videos today. For our power moves, we're going to do power moves on the floor. These are so important for moving around in bed and just having gravity assist you with some stretches, as well as just general overall flexibility and to reduce your rigidity. If you can't possibly get onto the floor, you can still do these exercises. I would suggest doing them in your bed. Make sure your bed is completely flat. A firmer bed is best, but whatever you have. Some of these positions, people very infrequently get into these positions, and this is why it's so important to do these regularly, to keep that mobility and those skills of being able to roll around and move when you're in a supine on your back or prone on your stomach position. Bed mobility is a real challenge, especially in the middle of the night when you want to change positions. And all of these exercises will help you with that. So again, I'm going to go over quickly how to get down to the floor safely. If Swabi, my assistant, will just move over just a little bit. Swab, thank you. So I'm using a chair here. I'm going to put my hands on the chair. I'm just going to lower myself to one knee first, and then the other. And then you want to back up well away from, well away from that chair so that you have plenty of space to move around. We're going to start with prone exercises, and those are exercises that you do on your stomach. Very infrequently people get onto their stomach when they've got some problems with their posture, some stiffness in their back, because it's just not comfortable, and sometimes it takes a lot of energy to get there. But it's so important, so that's why we incorporate it into the power moves exercises to get you into that position, that against gravity position. So we're just gonna kind of bring your arms forward, your knees back, drop down onto a hip, and just get down onto your stomach, okay? So the first one is the power up. We always go into those basic 4 moves. Power up is the first one we'll do today, and prone. We're gonna do 5 repetitions in a preparation mode, which is where you can practice the movement. Feel free to pause the video anytime and practice. I know it's hard to watch a video and be in this position at the same time. And then we're going to do 5 in the activate or faster mode. So all of the movements are full, complete through the entire range of motion. We want to make sure that you get that full movement. We're going to use our boost is our fingers and our eyes today, our hands and our eyes, keeping those fingers spread apart so that you can weight bear onto every finger in your palm on the floor. Your elbows should be right under your shoulders, so you don't want them out in front so you're sagging. You don't want them too close so that your shoulders are coming up to your ears. Elbows right under your shoulders and your weight bearing onto your forearms. Spread your hands apart so they're just about shoulder distance apart, because what the first thing is, we're going to come down, bringing that chest and your chin and your face towards the floor, keeping your shoulders back. Like, don't let them punch up towards your ears, okay? Try to keep them here. You might want to spread your elbows a little farther apart so you can bring your chest closer to the floor. And then you're going to push up through your forearms, come up and look straight ahead. So you should feel a stretch in your back and a stretch in your hips. You shouldn't feel any pain, so just go nice and slow. Sometimes you get a little twinge if you move too fast. So let's drop your chest to the floor, get as close as you can, and you're going to push up through your forearms. Look at those fingers, are they spread apart? And bring your gaze up, maybe to the mop board or straight ahead, not up to the ceiling, obviously. That's too much strain on your neck. So let's take a deep breath in here. And as we lower, we're going to exhale and bring your chest and your face towards the floor. And then we're going to push up and take that deep breath in again. And then blow it out. And one more time. In. And then blow it out. So let's do 5 in that activate mode. Okay, so we're going to come up and then lower down. And push up and lower down. Power it up. Activate those fingers and lower it down. 2 more. Bring it up and lower down. And 1 more up and lower down. Excellent. So that's power up move. The next one we're going to do is that power rock. And remember, that's that rocking from side to side, weight shifting. So we're going to be weight shifting our hips, all right? So you can feel like you weight shift onto your hips like this. So important for unweighting and moving. You can't move a limb if there's weight on it. So we need to learn how to unweight so you can move your arms and your legs. So I'm going to use 2 boosts, and these are just targets to make sure you go through the full range of motion, that full range of motion as far as you can go. So I'm using these little balls here. I'm going to put one over here as far as I can reach that way with this hand. And I'm going to put one over to the side. You may not be able to see this in the video, but there's one right here under the chair. So you're going to start weight bearing on your forearms, and you're going to weight shift over. I'm going over to the left. Take the weight off of one side of your body and take that hand and reach as far as you can over to that other side. You'll feel a stretch through this side. You're crossing over, reaching to the other side. And then you're going to come back down. And then you're going to weight shift to that other side, to your right side, and reach and touch that target. And leave that target there, because as you move, people tend to lose that large amplitude. As you move, your movements get smaller. So making sure we keep it big both times, okay? Again, put all your weight onto your left hip and left elbow and forearm and reach and hit that target with your right arm and down. You may find that your opposite foot, I'm reaching with my left hand, so I'm putting all my weight onto my right. You may find that you have to push with your left toes. That's fine. Reaching all the way back to the middle. Reach as far as you can. And it's really important to take the weight off of that opposite side. Take the weight off the left, reach with the left. And can you see how you're going to kind of get into a little bit of a roll here? And that's why it's so important to do this, so that you can move around in that bed when you're sleeping. Reaching as far as you can. And always following your hand with your eyes. All right, so the next one we're going to activate it. And we're going to count loud. We'll do 5 to each side, which means we're going to count to 10. So you're ready? We're going to reach over with put your weight onto your right side and reach with your left arm first. We're going to reach left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Follow your hand with your eyes. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right, so the next one is our power twist. And this is so important for rolling in bed, and you'll see why in a minute. If you remember, the twist is where we're clapping our hands together, twisting trunk rotation. So for this exercise, you're going to take that left hand, okay, so we're up kind of in that power up position. Take that left hand and put it under your right arm, and then you're going to just roll down onto your shoulder, okay? If you need to put something under your head, I'm going to use my ball. If you need to put something under your head here, you can do that. So left arm straight out in front of you. You can look at it right here, and then take that top leg, that top knee, and bend it out in front. So I'm weight bearing now onto this left arm and right knee, okay? My left foot is still straight on the floor. Bring your hands together here. So we're going to start with that position here, and remember to activate those fingers and follow your hand with your eyes. We're going to lift that arm up, that top arm's lifting up. I'm following it with my eyes, and I'm going to bring it back behind me as close to the floor as you can. If you can touch the floor, that's great. If you need to, you can lift that knee up a little bit and come over. Do you feel yourself turning and twisting? You should feel a stretch through your trunk And you can feel yourself that all you have to do is lift this leg up and you're going to roll onto your back. But we're going to stay in this position. Bring that arm back and clap those hands together again. So again, I'm on my left side. My left hand is straight out in front of me. My left leg is straight. My right knee is bent and resting on the floor. I'm taking that right arm. I'm going to twist it all the way up. I'm going to follow it with my arm, my eyes all the way behind me. And if I need to, I can lift that knee up just a tad. Go as far down to the other side as you can. And lift it back up and coming back to meet the left hand. Let's do that 3 more times in our in the slow motion for preparing, okay? So we're going to bring it up. We're going to reach it behind you and bring it back over for 3. We're going to do 2 more in that prepare mode or slower speed to practice. Lift that right arm up, follow it with your eyes. We're bringing it right over to the other side. Touch the floor if you can. You can lift that knee up a little bit if you need to and bring it back down. 1 more. Lift it straight up to the ceiling. Rotate it behind you. Follow it with your eyes and bring it back down and meet your hands right in front. Now let's activate it. We're going to do 5 in a faster motion, large amplitude. Count with me when we come away, when that arm goes behind you, okay? So bring it up. 1, together. 2, together. 3, together. 4, together. And 5, together. Excellent. To come back onto your stomach, we're going to switch and do the other side. So I'm going to push up a little bit here with this arm so I can bring my hand underneath me and then just put your hips back onto the floor. Now you're going to be behind me, but I think it's important to see this motion from both sides, so I'm not going to move the camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the other side. I'm going to take that right hand and I'm going to slide it under my left arm, and then we're going to bring it right down to my shoulder. If you need a little something to put your head on, that's fine. Bring that left knee up. So your left knee now is in front of you on the floor. My right leg is straight. The bottom leg is straight. Top leg is bent with the knee on the floor. And my bottom arm is straight out in front of me. I'm going to take my other hand, my top hand, and clasp them together. And then we're going to lift that top arm up. Follow it with your gaze. We're going to bring it right down to the floor behind you. If you need to lift up that top knee, go ahead. So you can get that full opening in the chest. And we're going to bring it back. Lift that hand up, following that hand with your gaze. And bring your hands together. Again, lift that arm up, straight up to the ceiling. We're going to twist it over. See, that hand is coming as close to the floor as you can. If you need to lift up your knee a little, that's fine. Bring it back up to the ceiling, keeping your eyes right on those activated fingers. So we're going to do 3 more in slow motion to prepare. We're practicing this move, okay? Well, this move is probably one you haven't done in a long time, if ever. And bringing it up and over, clapping those hands together. Bring that hand up to the ceiling, way behind you, following it with your gaze. Remember, those boosts are so important. You want to activate every sensory motor system in your body with these moves. So gaze, fingers activated using those boosts. The boosts are your eyes, your hands, your breath. Okay, so now we're going to double time it. We're going to activate. So let's bring it over. We're going to count when our hands hit the floor behind us. So let's go. 1, 2, keeping your eyes on your fingers, keeping your hands activated. 3, and bring it back. 4, and back to this. And 5, and clap those hands together. Excellent. Now we're going to push up with that top arm to bring this elbow under you and come back onto your stomach. So all of these moves take practice, and it's repetition. It takes hundreds and thousands of repetitions to make these automatic, natural movements. So our last one is going to be the power step or transition. Remember, that's the movement that you do to weight shift during walking. You weight shift one side of your body so that you can move the other side, and then you put your weight on the opposite side to move the other side. So this is really important, like if you wanted to move from one side of the bed to the other, or if you wanted to get towards the edge of the bed so you could roll over to the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of your weight again onto your left side. Take that right hand, big power step over to the side. And then you're going to bring that left arm to meet it. Okay? It's the same stepping with your arms as we did with our feet. So now weight shift onto the right. Take that left arm over to the side. Right arm comes to meet it. And back to the middle. Okay? Following it with your gaze. Right arm over, big steps. You should feel a stretch in your spine and in your trunk. You should feel yourself coming up. Don't let yourself drop down between your shoulders. Try to keep yourself up. Left arm up. Right arm comes over to meet it. Back to the middle. Make sure you keep those big steps. We're not sliding, we're stepping. Power step. This is so important. To the left, and together, and to the middle, together. Okay, you're going to feel some muscles in your shoulders later, and that's excellent. You want to work hard. This should be hard for you. All right, so we're going to activate that. We're going to do 10, and we're going to count when we come to the middle, okay? Right, left, big power steps. 1, over to the side. 2, to the right. 3, to the left. 4, to the right. 5, big steps, left. 6, remember to activate those fingers, spread them apart. Right. 7, left. I want to hear you loud. 8, right. 9, left. 10. Excellent. So let's go through a flow. Okay, we're going to do 5 flows. Okay, no, this is hard. It takes a lot of work, but this is what it's all about. Activating those systems, moderate intensity. So we're going to come up into our power up. Weight on your forearms, elbows right under your shoulders. We're going to drop your chest down, and then we're going to power it up. And then we're going to do that power rock. So we're going to rock to the right and reach with that left hand as far as you can. Bring it back to the middle. We're going to rock to the left, reach as far as you can, and back to the middle. And now we're going to do that power twist. Take that left hand, slide it under, lower the shoulder, bring your knee up. Arm's going to go up to the ceiling and out behind you. Lifting that knee if you have to. Bring that arm back and touch the left hand. Let's push down. We're going to come back up to that power up. Take the right arm, slide it under the left. Bring that left knee up. Hands together. Swing that left arm right around. Back together and clap. Push back up to your stomach. We're going to do the power rock or the power step. Lean to the left, right arm over, together, to the middle, right, left arm, big steps to the middle. That's 1. 4 more. We're going to bring it down and power it up. We're going to reach to the left, weight shift to the right, reach with the left, and to the middle. Weight shift and reach to the opposite side. And to the middle. Bring that left hand through. Get down onto your shoulder. Bring your knee up. Hands together. Let's twist that arm all the way behind you. Bring it back. Follow your hands with your eyes. Push up so we can get back to the power up position. Right arm through. Knee up. Hands together. Twist it around. Come back to the clap. Push up, back to your power up position. Lower your face and chest down and power it up. Now we're going to do the step. Shift to the left, right, left, back to the middle, left, right, big power steps, and to the middle. Power it down and push it up. That's the power up. We're going to power rock. Rock to the right, reach all the way as far as you can. Rock to the left, all the way. Together. Take that left arm, thread it through, shoulder to the floor, knee up. Bring your hands together. Power that arm all the way behind you and back and clap. Push up back to your stomach. Right arm through. Shoulder down, bring that knee up, hands together. Let's twist it to the back. Bring them together and clap. Back to your stomach. 2 more flows to go. We're going to power it up. Right arm, big step. I always forget the step at the end on this one. The other side and to the middle. All right, now 2 more flows. Lower your chest and face to the floor. Power it up. Weight shift to the right, reaching as far over as you can. Weight shift to the left, reach together. Take that left arm, slide it through, shoulder to the floor. Bring your knee up, hands together. Twist that upper arm over to the back of you. Follow them with your eyes. Follow your fingers with your eyes. Bring it back and clap. Let's get back up to your stomach. Right arm goes through. Top knee bends. Hands together. Twist it around. Bring it back and clap. Back to your stomach. Power up. Step to the right. Big steps here. Using those anti-gravity muscles, okay? All of your body is forcing itself up against gravity. You're getting so strong in your posture. Last time for this flow, lower your face down. Power it up. Rock to the right and reach to the middle. And rock to the left and reach. And to the middle. Take that left hand, feed it through, your shoulder to the floor. Knee comes up, hands together. Twist it around behind you, following it with your eyes. Keep those eyes on your hands. Activate those systems. Come back to your stomach. Right arm goes through, right shoulder to the floor. Bring that top knee up. Hands together, twist it around as far as you can. Come back to your stomach. 1 more big power step to each side. To the right, to the left, and back to the middle. Whew, nice job. So important to get into these positions that you normally don't get into. We just avoid them. It's not comfortable, it's hard, it takes some energy, but every time you move in and out of this position, you're exercising against gravity and we just forcing those slouching postures away. All right, and helps you move in everyday life, especially when you're trying to sleep in bed and change your position. So let's get up from the floor. Put your hands closer down here. Push up into all fours. Now, if you can, we can do that power step here. We're gonna load the spring and come forward and get up from here. That would be awesome. If you need a little bit of help, you're gonna get into that all fours. You're gonna walk over to that chair. Put your hands on that chair. If you need to, you can power up that spring. Come forward and get that foot right up. Whichever foot you want to come forward on, usually the strongest one is best. And then just push up with your hands in your foot and come up to standing. Stay tuned for the supine floor exercises for power moves. Those are lying on your back on the floor, okay? So give those a try. Combine videos. I would like for everyone to combine 2 or 3 videos to make an hour workout every day. And I'll be getting some more up there so you can mix and match and not get bored. But practice, practice, practice. And wash your hands.